Good morning, everyone presented over here. Good morning, respected teachers, and thank you for giving me this opportunity or to speak on this auspicious occasion. And first, I introduce myself. My name is Mayank, and I am the student of English Mania. And I delivered a speech in front of you on the topic 15th of August. Now the question arises here: why we are celebrating this day? We are celebrating this day because on 15th August 1947, India got independence because of their freedom fighters and the Britishers, those who ruling India, the Britishers who were ruling India over 200 or more than 200 years. And this next question arises here: how we are celebrating this day? We are celebrating this day while hosting the flag, singing the national anthem, and listening the patriotic songs, and doing some constructive work by which we can become our country proud, or we can say developed or best in the world. And now the question arises: why we become slave? Why we become slave? At that time, India is not united. India was divided and ruled by different kings, and the kings were at that time the kings who were ruling India was fight with each other, and in between the Britisher took advantage of that and start fluttering them or encouraging them to fight with each other. And at that time the Britisher also imposed the divide and rule policy, which was introduced by the Lord Minto, who was the viceroy of that time. Now the next question arises that how we got the independence from the Britishers. We got independence from the Britishers because of our dauntless freedom fighters. They fought against Britishers, and then we got the freedom. There were two wars which fought between the freedom fighter and the Britishers. There are Hot War, which is also known as the Revolt of 1857, and second is Peaceful War. I first exaggerate the Revolt of 1857. There are some prominent leaders which took participate in the 1857 revolt. There were Rani Lakshmi Bai, who was the queen of Jhansi, and there was a Tata Tope, who was a king of, or we can say Nawab of the Kanpur, and the Nawab of Uttar Pradesh, the Nana Sahib, is also there. This war is not, we can say, not successful because there are not unity in India. There are some kings also who comes in the favor of the Britishers and in the favor of the Britishers and help them to stop the war. That's why the reason this revolt of 1957 was not successful. Now the peaceful war. Peaceful war refers to the peaceful protest which done by our freedom fighters. They are prominent leaders which involved in these movements. There are like, for example, Mahatma Gandhi and Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel and Jawaharlal Nehru, and this is also the first protest in which the women are participated. Women's leaders are also involved in this protest. For example, the Sarojini Naidu was there in the protest. This war was, we can say, this war was successful, by which we got independence, because at that time the India became united, and there was no discrimination between caste, class, gender. All comes together and fought against the Britishers. That's why we got independence on 15th August 1947. So now here question arises that is India developed or not? According to me, is India is not developed, is developing country, because there are some drawbacks by which we can say India is not developed country. The education system is not good, and the population of India is very high, and we having the limited resource while which we can face crisis in future, food crisis like, and there are corruptions is also very high, and there was a discrimination. India is a diverse country. That's why there is a high discrimination rate, we can say. And now next question arises here: how our country can become the best country in the world? I can say my country is the best country in the world, but we want some So उसको बोलते हैं बदलने पड़ेंगे.
Changes.
We want some changes. Like we want to change the education system of India. We want to change the mentality of people, those who are discriminating the low caste and upper caste, and these all are the reasons by which we want to change it. And there is a slogan on this day I heard: freedom in mind, faith in words, memories in soul. Let's salute our nation on Independence Day.